I'm here to break down healing because there's too many misconceptions around it. Let's just cut to the chase and get with it. Healing. To be human, to have emotions, to have this avatar walking around on this planet means you are consistently needing healing. You need healing consistently. I'm going to say it again. To have emotions, to be human, to be walking around on this planet in your avatar for this timeline, you consistently need some type of healing. You need healing consistently. When I say healing, I'm not talking about you down bad. I'm not talking about you locked up. I'm not talking about you lost everything. I'm not talking about he left you for another person and they had kids. I'm not talking about you're on the hospital bed in the ICU. Those could be very well the case, but that is not the extreme that I'm talking about when I say healing. When I say healing, I'm talking about some way, shape, or form. We all need healing from trauma. It could be childhood trauma. It could be trauma that happened in our adolescence. It could be trauma that happened while we were adults. And trauma is different to everyone. One person's trauma may not be triggering for another person. Okay? Healing can be in your body physically, and it could have came from emotional stress. Stress and emotions, mental health is not just this man-made diagnosis that they have that. Most of those things come from a lack of self-care emotionally. Because emotionally, if you stress your body, it can turn into ailments, physical ailments that cause you to die a physical death. That's how powerful energy is. People don't understand. Healing is deeper than a surgery, because surgery is just to ease it up a little bit. It doesn't fix it. It's like FDA. They give you a pill. It suppresses the symptoms. Then you have to take another one and another one. And over time, that causes a condition that's worse than the one you have in the first place. Right? Put a patch on it, but it's not fixed. Because at the end of the day, if you don't let it out, it's going to build up and it's coming out one way or the other at some point in time. You know people who end up in the psych institution? I've been there. I've been down bad. I've been in a hospital bed unconscious because I attempted to kill myself. I've been hurt in my heart in relationships to the point where I thought I couldn't make it and get back up. And my self-esteem was diminished to nothing. I've been on antidepressants. I've been in therapy for years. I've been in all that. Lost everything, right? Didn't have shit. Been in jail. Felt like nobody gave a fuck. Been in the streets. Sold my body, but I'm priceless. I've been through a lot, but that's why I say healing is not just, oh my God, it's the end of the world. I need healing because don't even get me started on salvation in the church, okay? I'm just saying everyone needs healing in some way, shape, or form. It can be physically, mentally, spiritually. I want to say spiritual healing. That is where we must begin. That is the way to begin, to seek, to become aware, to seek and become aware. Saying yes to yourself, your higher self, giving yourself a chance. Don't beat yourself down if everyone else does it too. You have to give yourself a chance, right? It's the only way you'll know. If you don't try, you will never know, right? You are valuable. I feel like a big thing that we all need to learn to heal and release. When heal and release can come hand in hand too. grief. And I was saying, grief isn't always death. You can grieve a lot of things, but people don't grieve. They just suppress it. Put a Band-Aid on it, take a pill. It's just going to build more and more and more. Don't you want to be free? Don't you want to be happy? Don't you want to become alive and not just survive? You got to start with your soul and your spirit. Your soul is your will. Your spirit. You need to take care of your spirit. Because your spirit, if you let it lead you and you nurture it, it will pour back into you everything you pour into it. And it's always going to be an overflow. And I know because I've done it. And I'm still healing. But when I say that, I don't mean I'm just down bad, because I'm actually at a place in my life, the best place in my life I've ever been in my complete whole life, as far as in the past to now, because it's only getting better from here. I'm trying to help others understand that you can get here and go beyond what you ever thought was possible and be happy, but still be healing, because it is an ongoing process. It's not, oh, I'm healed now. Oop. No, you're always going to be healing something, but how do you respond to things, right? Did you learn? You don't know if you learned, because you're going to right back in that same situation, maybe a different person. Did you call in your spouse or your man or your woman, and you're in the same cycle because you was on the same vibration and you didn't learn? You thought you did. You said you did, but you didn't. When you're fed up, you have to choose to say yes to you, surrender, seek, pray, forgive, be intentional, be mindful, become aware, say yes to you and your higher self, apply that yes to everything around you. Detach from people, places, things, ideas that are not for your highest good. Pour into yourself. Self-love. Have an anchor. Apply in your spirituality. Even if you don't know going left or right, religious, you don't know what to think. Pray. 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 It'll appear. If you seek, you will find. Start healing, reclaiming your power, understanding who you are, that you're valuable, releasing, detaching emotions, grief, uncertainty, guilt, shame, pain. Affirmations were good for me through this process. Meditation, I'm big on that. That's why I make my own incantations. I'm very spiritual. My spirituality isn't the same as everyone else's. Some people are religious, and that's fine. I don't have anything to say about what other people do. I don't try and force what I think on other people, but it works for me. Do what works for you. But I would say prayer, genuine prayer, intentional prayer, being mindful, aware, understanding what it is that you're seeking and really seeking out, and being open to receiving the answer in any way, shape, or form, because we have a lot of preconceived notions. Things should pop up a certain way when your mind, you still need to unlearn and reprogram. So just be open. You seek, you will find it. And when you get the answer, don't be mad. Move accordingly. Peace and love.